Hi YouTube! Welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a little luxury unboxing. I am filming several videos probably in this outfit because we are within a month of the tax deadline and I'm a tax accountant, so I have to maximize time when I have it. But I did some luxury shopping at one of the boutiques that I love that is a Preloved place and is called the Luxury Label in Nashville. They have a lot of really great items that come in, and I will say, like, either message them if there's something that you're looking for, or if you are in the Nashville area, go into the store, because there's a lot of stuff that never ends up on their website or on their Instagram, but they are so nice and so friendly. And they do have a lot of things that I feel like are fairly priced. There are some things that I feel like are probably overpriced. But that's their prerogative and they're able to sell it at that, so like good for them. But I did pick up 2 items, and in one of my previous videos I talked about the importance of a luxury budget, planning your purchases for the year and staying within that budget. And so one of these purchases I had planned to make at some point this year. This just happened to be the right opportunity to get it. And then another purchase is something that I've sort of been keeping my eye out for, the right thing to come along in the right price point. And that's why I've talked about the importance of having a budget that allows you the flexibility when you see something to be able to buy it. And so that's why, like, I have my savings segregated into building up a Birkin fund so I can one day get that, and then having a general luxury spending fund that I try to keep above a certain threshold. But obviously I can go below that threshold if I see items I really love. And both of these I was able to get phenomenal savings on by going pre-loved, and one of the items is actually new. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with what is in this bag. And this is not the dust bag that these items come with, but they didn't have the original box or dust bag. I was okay with that. And what I actually picked up, if you watched my wish list video, you might have an idea, but I got the Hermes Rivoli fringe mules, and they are, if we look at the bottom of the soles, they are pristine. The interior of the soles, pristine. These are brand new, never worn Hermes mules, and typically I am a size 36.5 to 37. Whenever I've gone into Hermes, I've tried on boots, sandals, wedges, you name it. I've never been able to find a style that fits me because the 36.5 has always been too small and the 37 has always been too big. These are 36. So, and they fit perfectly. I mean, if my foot were any bigger, they would not fit, but these fit perfectly. And I was able to get them in absolutely beautiful, brand new condition at $500 off of retail. Plus tax savings, because obviously less money to begin with, less taxes on top of that. But I was able to save $500 by going through the luxury store that I like to shop at, and I actually saw these back in October. And because they're a 36 and a smaller size, most people are not going to be in this size. And I realize that I'm talking a lot with my hands, and I'm really sorry. I want to keep the shoes in the picture, but I talk a lot with my hands, and those of you who watch my videos know that. But I've been in love with these shoes. I tried them on in October. They'd just gotten them in. And I'd been walking around all day in shoes that had rubbed massive blisters on my feet. And so I wasn't sure when I put these on if they were... I wasn't sure if they were actually as comfortable as I thought that they were. If they were just not as uncomfortable as the pair of shoes that had rubbed blisters all over my feet that I'd worn a bunch before. But for some reason, like, that day they just rubbed blisters on my feet. My feet were swollen and they hurt. And so I wasn't sure when I put these on if they just felt so much better, if that's why I liked them, or if they were actually that comfortable. I had not, for various reasons, been able to actually go shopping since I guess it was October. No, I had one day where I went with my mother in November, beginning of November, but I had not been shopping since the beginning of November. I hadn't been to a mall, I hadn't been to stores, and and obviously I shopped online, but when I saw that these were still there, I was so excited, and so I tried them on again, and I hadn't been walking, like my feet were perfectly fine, and they are so super comfortable. I don't know if this will show up, but they actually do have a little bit of a rise on the, I don't know if this will show up, but they do actually have a little bit of a rise and a little bit of a cushion, and where it hits, it's really comfortable on the arch of my foot. And like I said, normally I'm like a 36 and a half, 37, and these are a 36. So I think that this Rivoli Fringe Mule does definitely run big. So if you're normal, so I'd go like probably a half size down. Like I probably could have taken a 36 and a half in these, but the 36 fit absolutely perfectly. And they are super comfortable, and I just think that they're so beautiful having the H buckle and having the fringe on them. It just gives them such an elegant touch. So that's the first item that I got. And that was the item that I had prepared to buy, and I actually got to save by buying them Preloved. So when I first walked into the store, this beautiful jacket, which I will try to insert some pictures of me wearing, is a wonderful vintage Chanel jacket. And she is so beautiful. She has pearl buttons, tailoring. It's got the chain going around the bottom edge of the jacket. It has this beautiful embroidery on the inside, which I don't know if it's showing up. But once again, I am a tiny little person, and so this is made for a tiny person. This is a size 34, and this is a vintage size 34. So it's actually cut smaller than what a lot of 34s would be. It is also very tailored. So if you look at the back, and somehow it's managed to get my golden retriever's hair on it, even though it's never been near her. But it has all these different seams going down the back, making a very tailored fitted jacket. It's also an extremely classic silhouette. Now it does have, as opposed to the rounded collar, it does have a little bit of a pointed collar, but it's so just elegant and classic. It is a black tweed jacket, and it has these wonderful Chanel CCs in black on the cuff. And I really like the fact that this is a beautiful tailored tweed Chanel jacket, but you aren't going to know it's Chanel. It doesn't have big Chanel buttons on it. It doesn't have a lot of the bigger Chanel motifs. It doesn't have an overwhelming plaid. And so this is something that I can easily wear to work, in business settings, in meeting settings, out to dinner, without going super logo. And so it's just so beautiful and classic. I was super excited to get this jacket, and I got it in wonderful condition. There are no picks, no snags, no pilling. It is fabulous, and I got it for $600. This jacket new, if I were to go into Chanel, would probably cost me $4,500 to $5,000. I got it for $600 in excellent, fantastic, beautiful condition. And this one had actually just come in. It didn't even have the tags on it yet. But the woman was very kind, and I was very much struggling between the Hermes shoes that I loved and this jacket. She was already giving me a deal on the shoes, but she said, you know what, like, this jacket's a friend of mine, like, I can take a little less on it. And so she actually discounted it for me down to $600. And so I was able to get two fabulous pieces with tax for right around what I would have been paying for the Hermes shoes that are new if I'd gone to the boutique. And normally I try to get all my Hermes stuff from the boutique because I have a wonderful sales associate who I want to support, but that was too fantastic of a deal to pass up, as was this jacket. So I'm super glad that I have been sticking to my luxury budget. That being said, I will not be spending anything until my upcoming trip to Hawaii, so there won't be any more luxury reveals after this for a couple of months, but I am going to be very excited to get some things, hopefully in Hawaii, and I'll combine that as like a birthday haul type of thing, and I hope that you guys like these items, and if you don't, I love them, so it's okay. But let me know in the comments down below what your best Preloved find has been so far this year. If you guys shop Preloved, and if you don't shop Preloved, like, totally fine. I understand why a lot of people don't want to. But I'm super excited and super happy with both of these, and so they will both be staying in my closet for many, 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 many years until they are just absolutely worn out. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, YouTube. Bye!